How you doing, YouTube? I just wanted to do a video on are revolvers still relevant in 2026? So I think they are in the right hands. I mean, these definitely aren't guns that anybody can just pick up and master. You know, you got to train with them. And I think a red dot on a Glock in 9mm or whatever, that's the easiest gun to shoot. I mean, that's easy to master there. If you get your fundamentals down, you know, with iron sights, whatever, and you get a red dot, man, you pick it up quick. I mean, it's easy. You can shoot fast with them. You can definitely hit targets. You just have a dot instead of 3 things to line up. Well, I guess 2 things. You know, with iron sights, you gotta get it lined up, right? And then you gotta know if that's where it's actually hitting. So you gotta know where your pistol's hitting at. But anyway, I choose to conceal carry a revolver most of the time. If I have this Glock in my waistband, there's gonna be a J-frame in my pocket, or sometimes it's just a J-frame in my pocket, or it'll be a Colt Python on my hip. You know, I think there's a lot of good guns. There's a lot of good auto loaders, and they fail. Auto loaders fail. So do revolvers. I mean, revolvers can fail sometimes worse than an auto loader. So you really have to know what you're doing with revolvers, with reloading, especially with heavy recoil. You know, if you get a J-frame 357 or even a J-frame 38 special with heavy loads, they're gonna have some recoil to them. They're gonna hurt your hand. So you really have to practice with them. They're not some gun you can just master right away. You know, it takes time. Shooting with a revolver, especially one that recoils a lot, like this K-frame Smith 357 Magnum. Ironically, it says Lady Smith. You know, and some of these are not the best guns for women. I mean, I don't think you should hand a woman a J-frame and say, here you go, you know, just pull the trigger, because they have recoil. They're hard to shoot. People say you can't shoot long distances with these. I call BS on that. I mean, yeah, they have bad sights, but if you practice enough, you will be fine. They can shoot at distance. They might not be able to shoot at distance better than your Glock 19 or whatever, but in the right hands, I believe they will. I've done it. I shoot revolvers better than my auto loaders most of the time. It's just training. I mean, you can reload a revolver with a speed loader probably about the same time you can draw a magazine and slap it in a gun. Maybe, you know, you might be a little slower, but with practice, you know, you can get really good with these things. And you know, sometimes if I'm going into a more dangerous area, you know, I'll have my Glock. I'll have my Glock 26. Most of the time it's my 19 here, but I might have that, and then I'll have a J-frame in my pocket. I mean, you can shoot through a jacket pocket, whatever. I mean, they're so easy to conceal. There's just a lot of benefits to shooting a revolver, but they are definitely not beginner weapons. You definitely need to practice. I mean, these have a heavy double action trigger pull. They have a heavy trigger pull. This one kind of don't, but I mean, it's heavier than an auto loader. Just right here, it's a pretty stout trigger pull, and I mean, limited round capacity, right? So you have to make these shots count. I mean, with your Glock here, you know, you've got 15 right there, and you carry 20 more in your pocket, or 19 more, whatever. So you've definitely got a lot more rounds in an auto loader, like a Glock or any double stacked, you know, handgun. Even in 45, you know, they're full size 45s in Glock, you know, it's like 13 plus 1. So you can get a lot of firepower, a lot of rounds in there, but I just don't think you can beat a 357 Magnum or a 38 Special. they're just good guns. It's an acquired taste though. You know, a lot of people nowadays don't like them, and they like their auto loaders, which I like them too. But you know, I'm 23 years old. A lot of people my age don't like revolvers and don't carry revolvers. I've never met somebody my age carrying one of these or one of these or one of these. I mean, you have to train with them. You have to practice. And most of my generation doesn't like these revolvers. They might think they're pretty, but they're still gonna just go with their Glocks, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm definitely a revolver guy, and that's about all I got. Sorry for my rant. This video was kind of unplanned. I just kind of thought about it and made it. But yeah, yeah. If y'all got any comments on the topic, please leave them. Let's start a conversation. Thank y'all for watching. Give me a like if you like the video. Give me a subscribe. I appreciate the support to the channel. I'm still trying to grow it and get up there. It's getting expensive. Alrighty, well, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good Saturday, and I'll talk to y'all later.